Hey guys, so it's been a while. I filmed like 2 videos, but I wasn't really like super in love with them, so I didn't post them. I'm not going to. If you hear noise in the background, that's the lawnmower. They're mowing the yard today, and of course it happens right when I'm trying to film. But anyways, I figured I'd kind of go ahead and do the first kind of like pre-fall or fall look on my channel, and I'm kind of winging it here, so let's just get into it. So the first thing I'm using is just to kind of bronze up my face a little bit more, and is the Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops from Drunk Elephant. Looks like this. I actually really like this. It does give me like a really pretty, like nice tan with, you know, out having to, oh my god, it's so loud, put like tanning face tanner on. I don't like doing that. And I like that this just kind of, you know, washes off at the end of the day. And then for my foundation, I'm using the Dior Forever foundation. I guess that's what it's called. 24-hour wear high perfection skin caring foundation with sunscreen in the shade 2N. So that's what I'm using. So I'm just putting that all over. And I actually am gonna go for like a full skin, like full face of makeup. But these days I do try to use a little bit less coverage and just put a little bit more wherever I actually need it. So I have like skin or scarring and pigmentation right here, so I kind of just put most of it there and then blend outwards where I don't really need it as much. Just evens out everything. And then to cover up my dark circles, I finally got the, well, I kind of ran out of this, and I got the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector in the shade I really like to use, which is the medium to deep shade, just because it's a little bit more natural looking. So if I don't really want to put on any makeup or any face makeup or anything like that, I can just add a little bit of this on my under eye area, and it looks very natural and, you know, covers up what it needs to cover up. I kind of feel like this one does a better job of really covering this, well, this shade does a better job of covering up my dark circles than the light pink one does. I don't know why, but I think it does. Really not do a much better job or anything, but to me there is. Okay, so I already did my eyebrows just because that really doesn't change. It's the same thing I do all the time. I use my soap brow technique and all that stuff, so I kind of skipped that. I don't feel like you need to watch that every single time. And we're gonna go into contouring the face, and this is just a product I like to use all the time. It's either the Bondi Bay Nude Sticks color shade, whatever it's called, or I use the Milk Makeup Baked Bronzer, Cream Bronzer. So just, you know, throw that on. Not super, you know, what's it called, like super specific or anything like that. I feel like there's so much hair that keeps getting in my way. I feel like I just need to wear like a headband. And then, you know, same brush I usually use to blend it all out. There's another frickin' hair. And then for my highlight, I am using the Conceal Contour Highlight, blah, blah, that's not what it's called. The Born This Way Multi Sculpting Concealer in the shade Light Beige. I really love this concealer. And I only need a little bit. I think like that much is all I really need. It really spreads out good and gives you a lot of coverage. Plus I feel like the more product that I put around my nose and like my T-zone where I get really oily, I feel like the worse it looks. So I try to really use as less or as little as possible these days, because I feel like it does make a difference. Versus whenever I used to just pack on a whole bunch. I also put a little bit less foundation anywhere I kind of know that I'm going to highlight my face, so like around my nose and this area, my chin. I don't put as much foundation, and I also don't need to cover it up as much. There's really no like imperfections that I really have that much there, so the less I use. Okay, so now for the fun part. I think I'm going to stick with, this is what I'm planning anyway. I have this stack from Kaja Cosmetics, or whatever it's called, Kaja anyways, and it is the Toasted Caramel stack. 03 is what it's called. It has these really pretty colors. They're all shimmers, so it's not like you can create an entire look. I mean, you can if you use one of them, I guess. And I really liked this shade right here. I think it's really pretty, perfect for fall. So I wanted to just kind of see if I can use just this one for my all over eye look and just kind of create that nice subtle sultry kind of look. And I'm gonna go in with my fingers because I feel like it'll apply a lot better that way, but we'll see. Hopefully it's not too dark because I really don't want it to be dark. I really want it to be like a nice wash of color. So, oh, that's definitely darker. I can sheer it out though, which is more of the look I'm going for, more of the vibe. So I'm gonna go into this the second to the last one and see how that looks like on top of it a little bit. Ooh, I feel like I maybe should have just used this one instead. But this is what happens when you just start playing with makeup with no real idea. Because I haven't really used this. I mean, I've had it, but I haven't really used it that much. So I think that's okay for now. And then I'm just going to take a brush to blend it all out. I think I'm getting the vibe that I wanted to get, so all is good so far. I'd recommend using a clean brush. I hardly ever have a clean brush to use, so I don't use them. I just use whatever brush I can find that doesn't have some kind of crazy color on it. I'm also taking that second color we used and I'm also going to put that, you know, on the waterline because we're going to go all out with this shimmer. Okay, and just to kind of line my eyes just a tiny bit, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Kohl eyeliner in the shade Simma Brown Now. It's a cute name. And really just sticking it close to my lash line because I'm not trying to make a thick line. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do the blush, and I'm using the Morphe 8W Warm Master Blush Palette, which I absolutely love. I accidentally broke this one. I don't remember what color it was, so I don't miss it too much. Hopefully it wasn't a really nice color. But we're going to be mixing Unapologetic, which is this really like nudie kind of color, with Beat, which is a little bit more sun-kissed orangey peach tone. Just a tiny bit of that. And putting that on. And then for my highlight, I'm using the highlighter from the Nars Exposed Cheek palette. I really love this highlight. I think it's really, really nice. Not too much, but you can definitely build it up so that it's more blingy. And now for one of my favorite parts, we're moving on to the lips, and I'm using the L'Oreal Color Riche Matte Sharpenable Lip Liner in the shade Mating Call, which is really pretty. I like that it was very taupey and brown. I'm also using the L'Oreal, I don't know what it's called, this liquid lipstick from L'Oreal, which is a really pretty orange. Hopefully I am going to tone it down with that lip liner. And it's in the shade 420 or Achieve. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I actually really, really love it. It is the vibes that I was going for, like a nice shimmery wash of like bronzy color and then this more muted like orange lip. I really, really like it. I hope you guys do too. I think this is a really easy way to kind of start incorporating some fall looks into your, you know, makeup or whatever. If you want to just get a little bit fall-y already, even though here in Florida it doesn't feel like fall, it still feels like hot ass summer. I really like this look, and I think, you know, it's pretty easy to do, nothing too complicated. I did put on some wispy lashes from Ardell. They're probably like my favorite ones. I love the demi wispy and then the regular wispy lashes. I think I like these a little bit more now. And they're super light. You don't have to worry about like them being so heavy on your eye, which is why I love them so much. So yeah, this is the finished look, like I already said. If you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, all that jazz. Everything I used will be linked down below, and I think that's it. So, oh, and if you would be so kind, if you want to see more looks and things like that, I do little mini tutorials and all this other cool stuff on my Instagram. I'm going to try and start doing some little mini IGTV videos as well. Yeah, and my username on there is @it's Alejandra Castro, so go ahead and follow me on there, and I will see you guys next time.